Hey there! Today we're going on a journey to France exploring the timeless classic Coq Au Vin. Before we dive into the cooking process, make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button for us. And now let's get started with our Coq Au Vin. Let's go over ingredients. You're going to need some diced pancetta, thyme, rosemary, carrots, onion and garlic. I'm using bone-in chicken thighs and drumsticks today. Feel free to use the breast if you want to make this a tad bit leaner. Let's begin by chopping up our vegetables for the stew. After peeling my carrots, I like to cut them diagonally to get more surface area. Next, I'm going to thinly slice one yellow onion. Moving on to our garlic, we're going to peel 6 garlic cloves for this recipe. I tend to go a bit crazy on the garlic as it's one of the best flavor additions to any dish. Now, let's season our chicken generously with some salt and pepper on both sides. Set up a pan on medium heat and add half a cup of diced pancetta. We want to cook this low and slow to allow it to render all of its fat. Now you can get a whole slab of pancetta and dice them up into larger lardons, but off lately I found it difficult to find it in my grocery store and these pre-chopped ones were the only ones available. Once your pancetta has released its fat and it's crispy and golden, take them out and set them aside in a bowl. We're now going to sear our chicken in the same pan with the fat melted off the pancetta. I felt this amount of fat was appropriate for searing our chicken and didn't add any more. Alternatively, if you have excess fat, I'd recommend draining some off till you just have 1 tablespoon in there. Once our chicken has developed a nice sear on one side, flip them over to the other side. You want to develop this nice golden brown color on the skin. Our goal here is not to cook the chicken in its entirety. Just develop a nice color on the outside and we will finish them in the stew. Once your chicken has been seared on both sides, take them out and rest them on a plate. To the same pan, add in your sliced onions, carrots and garlic. Saute these for about 5 minutes till the onions are translucent and the garlic is fragrant. Now pour in 2 cups of red wine. Don't use any of the expensive stuff for cooking though, just something that is drinkable. Give this a quick stir and allow this to come up to a simmer. Now it's time to introduce our herbs for the day, which is some thyme and rosemary. Seep these into the wine, allowing the herbs to enhance the flavor of the stew. Once your wine reduces by half, now add in 1.5 cups of chicken stock into the pan. A little helping of some black pepper and kosher salt. Bring this up to a simmer before we add our chicken back in. Place your chicken into the pan and bring this up to a simmer, before placing it in a preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. In the meantime, let's get started on our garnish of mushrooms and pearl onions. I have about 10 mushrooms of which I'm going to cut off the stems and then further cut them into quarters. Next, peel about 8 pearl onions. In a pan, heat 1 teaspoon of butter. Once your butter has melted, add in your mushrooms and saute them till they release all of their moisture. A little help of salt to help them with that. Next, add in our pearl onions and give it a stir. We're now going to add our crispy pancetta back into the pan. Cook these till our onions are soft but aren't breaking apart. It's been 45 minutes and our chicken is now out of the oven. and you can see our chicken has perfectly cooked. It's time to plate. I'm going to place one thigh and drumstick for myself, following which I'll pour some of that stew all over it. Lastly, a generous portion of the mushrooms and pancetta with a couple of the pearl onions. And there you have it, classic French chicken stew right in your home kitchen. Some parsley over the top for the garnish. You can have these with some mashed potatoes, rice, or just a slice of some plain old French baguette that I'm going for here. The chicken is tender, the sauce is rich, and the wine-infused flavors are simply exquisite. This is a dish that will transport you straight to the heart of France. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share it with your fellow food lovers. And of course, subscribe for more amazing recipes from Spoonfeed. Bon appetit!